The 30th of January, Rabbi Furst, Mishna Berura.
Okay. Good morning again. This is Rabbi Shlomo Furst here. You see the Shamanavshi here in Shem Kirev Zoom. This is our second share in the morning. We're learning Mishna Berura in Siman Kuf Kav Chet, Nisis Kapayim, and we should be in Sif Mem Dalet. Yeah, Sif Mem Dalet. What about a Kohen who's not married? Can he do it? Okay, any volunteers to read?
Eliezer, you want to read? You're muted, Eliezer.
That's your fault, Lou. Where do you want to read?
In Mem Dalet, Sif Mem Dalet.
Hold on. Got it. Kohen Afpisha who Panay Nose Akapov. A Kohen who is not married is allowed to do it. Why is there a question?
Good. That's very. I was thinking about that myself. What could we possibly say? What could be wrong? And you don't see other mitzvahs which are dependent on being married or not.
The only other mitzvah I've seen where it's affected is the minute whether or not you were a tallest gadol.
Right.
Right. There are, like Yeki certainly will work a tallest gadol once you're bar mitzvah.
Right.
Even if you're not married yet.
Different customs, correct.
Right.
So I'm not sure. I really don't know yet. Well, we'll have to see the rest of the Lamar and Mechaber, and we'll have to see the Mishnah Berura. Maybe we can make something out of it in the meantime.
Okay. No Mishnah Berura yet.
Yeah.
Okay. Hagal. Those who say the Eno Nosakapav, that he doesn't duchen.
Oh, so here's the reason. What's the reason? Here's the reason why.
The chashadu, the sharo isha sharo below simcha. Right. Somebody who does not have a wife to not have simcha.
Right.
And the person who is when the kohanim are mevorchen they need to do it b'simcha.
Right.
V'nahugu, and our practice is shenose kapav afal pi she'eno nosoi, that he will raise his hands even though he's not married.
So that's the common custom according to the Ramah.
Okay. When we call makam in all places, harotze shelo yisa kapav ein mochada biyado, and somebody who does not want to duchen.
Right. Makol makam nevertheless. That if he wants not to duchen, ain moken biyada. You don't have to force him to doubt.
Okay. Raksho yeah b'beis knesses b'sha shekohen kohanim o omrim lahem litol yadav.
Right.
Only that he shouldn't be in the base knesset when they call people up to duchenim, or nobody asks, or people ask him directly to duchen.
Right.
Now go Makol Medinos Elu, we're no in all of our countries in Ashkenaz, ain't no kapav. Then he doesn't duchen El b'yontav except on yontav. Oh, right, sorry. New point.
Yeah.
Okay. Not the minhag in all of Ashkenaz is that they only duchen on yontav.
Right.
Mishum she'az shiruyim the simchas yontav, because then whoever is duchen will have simchas yontav, and I guess even if he's not married, there's not a question because he still has simchas yontav to help him be b'simcha.
Right. Correct.
V'tov lev hu yivorech, and with a good heart he'll be able to bless.
Right.
Much ain came b'shayim, which was not the case of all the other days. I feel b'Shabbos Shana, even Shabbosim during the year. Sheturudim b'kirchuchim al mechayasam, because he's worried about his livelihood, his work, his life in general. Bial bitul malacha, and the work, bitul malachim, and the work that he's not able to do because he's duchenim. V'afil b'yontav ein nosin kafhav ella v'filas musaf, and even on yontav we only duchen during musaf.
I have a question about that. What does it mean that he's losing out on his livelihood because that's a duchen? He has to be in shul anyway, doesn't he?
He says, I feel Shabbos is Shana, even though Shabbos is a day of rest, nevertheless, Turdim Behilchurim al Mechayasam, they're still thinking about their livelihood, right? Al Bitul Malachim, and the fact that they can't work today. Meaning they can't work today, but it bothers them that they can't work today.
So the thought process has nothing to do with the fact that he's duchening. It's just a matter of he'll be distracted and he won't be able to concentrate properly on the duchening.
He won't have his heart won't be in a joyous mood in order to duchen properly, right? So therefore they even on Shabbos in the regions of the Ramah in Central Europe and Northern Europe. They didn't duchen even on Shabbos. Because yes, well, if they're duchening on Yom Tov, so why are they not duchening on Shabbos? So Shabbos is I guess they're more concerned with their livelihood on Shabbos and the fact that they can't work on Shabbos. Maybe I'm not sure exactly why. Maybe because it comes every week.
There's no din of simcha on Shabbos. There's no din of simcha on Shabbos, where there's a din of simcha on Yom Tov.
Right. That's so. There's the mitzvah of simcha is exclusively to Yom Tov. There's no mitzvah of simcha on Shabbos, right?
So on Yom Tov, they're going to be happy, and therefore they're going to be able to overcome their tendency to worry about parnasa.
Right.
Whereas on Shabbos, they're not going to have that extra boost of happiness to help them, and they'll be worried.
Right. Yes.
Okay. Vafil b'Yom Tov ein nosu kapav el b'tefilas musaf. In Yom Tov we only duchen during musaf. Sheyotzim oz b'beis hakneses the yismu b'simchas Yom Tov, because the people are coming to the Beis HaKnesses and they have Simchas Yom Tov.
Actually, Yotzi, I think they're Yotzi are leaving. Then after by Yom Tov, they're getting ready to leave.
Okay. Yep. B'chol shachos musaf she'ein nosen bo kapov. Again, new point. B'chol shachos musaf she'ein nosen bo kapayim, and every shachos and musaf that they don't duchen. Omer shliach sibur lokenu v'alkei avasenu. The shliach sibur says the paragraph elokenu v'alkei avasenu. Kedayo the sof simin kaf zayin kaf vav, as we have explained in simin kaf vav.
Right.
Yom Kippurim nosim bo kapayim b'yom tov kibiyom tov, and on Yom Kippur nosim kapayim like on Yom Tov. Yesh b'komo shenosim bo kapayim b'neila, and there are places where the minig is to receive kapayim b'neila. Yesh b'komos afil b'shachris, and there are also those places that on shachris on Yom Tov they do nesias kapayim. Okay, heady stuff.
Okay, let's see. We have time. Sure. Let's go back to discussion Kuf Samet in the Berura.
The Einonosa Kapav, that they don't do if they're not married. Umihu Nasu Shein Ishto Imo, somebody who's married, his wife is not with him. Everybody agrees that person is permitted to duchen. I guess like he would just went away from home from Yom Tov. So his wife wasn't with him, he could still duchen.
Right.
Why is that a question? About his wife not being there?
He might miss his
He
wife.
went to
but
visit
he might
he went
not
to
be in
visit
the
his
proper
Rebbe for
frame of mind.
Yom Tov. He was davening with his Rebbe.
No, I
Okay.
understand, but what's the absence of his wife have to do with his ability to daven?
He may lack simcha because his wife is not with him.
Yeah, you would think so. You would think so. In the end, it's not true. I mean, the fact that he's in essence married, that's enough that he has that simcha saleh.
Okay. The Noagush no say kapov were knowing that people they do duchen. I guess this is okay, this is even if he's not married, okay, fine. Okay, Hainu Afilu Ein Sham Kohen Elahi, even if he's the only Kohen. Okay. Afal Pisha Enu no say, even though he doesn't duchen, the Dafka the Avelos Machmirinon. Especially by Avelos who are strict about this, Shiroi B'tzar, because the person is full of tsar, Mash Ein Kain Bezeh, which is not the case over here. Okay. Jaffa Bisha Eno B'Simcha, even though he doesn't have Simcha, Mikol Makom Eno Shiroi B'tzar. He's not enveloped in tsar either. Bishasha Kohanim, at the time that they call it Kohanim, the MS Sarik,
He should be out of the shul. He should be in the shul when they're calling the Kohanim to go up to do.
Right. The MS Sarik, let's say it's Bibirkos Ritzei. In reality, he should be going up during when they start to say Ritzei, Moshe Kasavnu Pamim, as we've written many times. Degam Be'es Birkos Kohanim. But it's specifically, it's also at the time of Birkas Kahanim, Sarasholi Yeb basic Knesset Mishum Pogma. He shouldn't be inside the basic, if he's not duchening, he shouldn't be in the basic Knesset, so there's no chashash of a pogum on his family. Kanal B'Sif Dalad.
What's a pogum?
Defect.
Yeah,
They might
or a blemish. We think if you see that he's a Kohen, you understand that he's a Kohen, he's not going up to Duchen, so you would suspect him of having some flaw in his family of some sort or another.
Ukanal B'Sif Dalad, and see in Sif Dalad where we talk about this. We call Medinas Elu in all of our lands, Eretz Yisrael Uvakom Malchus Mitzrayim, Hamnig L'Sei Kapayim B'Chol Yom. In Eretz Yisrael, and I guess all of Sfard.
Malchus Mitzrayim, where that was exactly, I'm not sure. But I guess it was involved.
This is like the areas under Arab control, it looked like at that time.
Yeah, I think so.
They duchen every day. Poskim Kilsu Leminchad Kaz Bezeh. What is Kalsu?
They praised it. We say that at the end of Sukkot Zimra and Shabbos and Yom Tov Kalisin, right? Before you in the last bracha, Kalisin or so by you'll see you look there, you'll see that word should show up there in that.
Okay.
Then bracha of Ishtabach.
Okay. El Yom Tov. We only do it on Yom Tov. Mishum v'chulu, bein shechal chob or Shabbos, whether it falls on weekdays or on Shabbos. Yesh mekomo shenoachim she'ein nosin kapav afil b'Yom Tov shechal b'Shabbos, and there are those places where we don't duchen on Yom Tov that falls on Shabbos. Aval ein minhag zeh
Ikar Klav.
Ikar Klav. That's not the minhag, the correct minhag.
It's not the main custom.
Kamosh Kasfu Harbe Achronim, as many Achronim have written. Nagu HaKohanim Silsul Ba'atzman Latibu Okay, period, sorry, period. Nova Kohanim, Tito Ba'atzram, Litbol Erev Yontov, that the Kohanim should toivel themselves Erev Yontov, Mishum Nesias Kapayim Shol Machav, because of the duchen that will happen the next day. Gam Belav Hachi Tzarech Adam L'Taher Es Atzro Beregel. And if he hasn't done this, he has to tahir himself on the regel, washes his hands on the regel. We call makom ein zeh ma'akev.
Toivel may be going to the mikveh. Toivel may be going to the mikveh on Erev Yom Tov.
He should do it on Yont. Oh, he should also do it on Yontav.
Right, I mean,
But
on
that is-
Erev Yom Tov. The Kohanim should go to the mikveh on Erev Yom Tov. And also he says, a person in general, even a Yisrael should in general
Okay.
go to the mikveh on Erev Yom Tov.
Okay. We call makom ein zeh ma'akev b'diavad. But that is not going to prevent the person from duchening if he didn't go to the mikveh.
Right.
Shiruim b'simchas yontav, he is involved in simchas yontav. Yom Kippurim gam kain nesias kapayim, and on Yom Kippur also he will duchen sheyesh bo simchas mechilas u'slicha, because in Yom Kippur we have the simcha of being forgiven by Hashem. The albitum lachim, on the fact they're not working, haloshen megum gam.
The expression is a little bit difficult. It's the migum
Okay.
it's confusing.
V'has v'shalom Yisrael kedoshim yitztaru b'Shabbos al bitol malacha b'yom kodesh, and the Jews are holy people, and they wouldn't be thinking about bitol malacha on Shabbos.
But you
Okay.
can't say that the people are upset on Shabbos because they can't work. It can't be what it means over here.
Okay. V'nachan shetzarech lomer, and it's correct that you should say b'shvil bitol malachtam, when you say they're worried about not being able to work. V'koi tam zeh al ha d'le'el she'eno sin kapal b'shar yamim. That's why we don't do it on the rest of the days. During the week we don't duchen because then the extra time spent duchening is bitul malachtu. The kain palginu b'darchei Moshe shekasav the tam, and there's also what the darchei Moshe when he writes the reason lafi she turidin the hirchuchen, because I guess they're worried about the time.
Hello.
Time not being
Hi,
spent.
Grandma Debbie.
They're busy with their distracting thoughts.
Right. Lahad ein nosin kapayim b'Shabbos. Therefore, they don't duchen on Shabbos. Ve'emos v'ayimos hachol kosav hatam mishum bitul malacha. Ayin sham.
It's I'm not so sure I understand this. The Mishna is trying hard not to say the pshat. It seems to be the obvious pshat, but it doesn't seem to be.
It looks like he's saying that even on Shabbos, their thoughts, even though they're not worried about bitul malacha, their thoughts get distracted and they're not completely besimcha.
Let's see again. Lashon, let me read the Lashon Magumgum. The expression here is difficult. Chas v'sholom, the Yisrael Kadoshim, the holy people, it's Torah b'Shabbos, that they're upset on Shabbos, al mitul malachtam b'yom kodesh, that they should be upset on Shabbos because they can't do work on Shabbos kodesh. When Nachum should stir, the proper thing that should be said is as follows: Bishvil bitul malachtam. It says Bishvil malachtam. It's because of their lack of doing work. Koi, that's referring to the tam zeh al hadel. That's going on the tam above. That's that they don't do it on the rest of the weekdays. It's going on the rest of the weekdays. Darky Moshe, because of time, and that's how the Darky Moshe explained the reason. The Kfi Sheturdim Behirurim, since they're busy with their thoughts, Had Einos and Kapayim B'Shabbos, and for that is the reason why they don't do it on Shabbos. Right. Ayamos Choil Kasabatam Mishum Pitul Malacha, and on the weekdays they're not doing it because it's Pitul Malacha. What's the big Pitul Malacha? They have to daven Shachris. That's the big Pitul Malacha.
The shuk opens early.
What's that?
The shuk opens early.
Yeah. Well, if you daven early, you'll be the first one there if you daven early. I don't know. It's a little bit
Is it
difficult.
also,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, is it also possible that on Shabbos, one of the distractions is people might be thinking about the coming week? In other words, what's going to happen on Sunday? There might be some meeting they might have with the government, or,
Right.
some distracting thing that that they can't help thinking about. It's just, looming in the future.
Mhm.
So they're not worried about that they're not working on Shabbos. It's just that the thoughts keep popping in their head about what's happening on Sunday or Monday.
Right. Could be. Could be. All right. Look, it's not exactly clear, but the Chavetz Chaim is trying hard to work it out. Let's see, 28. That would bring us to Mem Hey. Okay, I don't think we'll have a chance to start and finish even the Macabre. So we'll leave Mem Hey for tomorrow, Mitzvah Shem.
All right. Have a good day, everybody.
Okay, very good. Thank you all, and have a good day. Hope to all see you tomorrow, Mitzvah Shem.